Hey everybody, it's your Large Badger Media. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Got a little Lord of the Rings action today with a little extra box topper. Hoping for, that balance tomb or whatever. So little extra fun just for, giggles and Balrogs. So, I don't think I've opened a box of this. I know I wanted to. I got into a little bit of the hype. I didn't get too crazy with it. It got super expensive super quick for something that was like I'm too good at math to take those kinds of chances, but not too good at math apparently to play the lottery. But that's all beside the point, right? So here's my first set booster, I believe, of Lord of the Rings. I may have opened one a while back. I honestly can't remember if I did or not. Excited about this. It has the list section in here, and it has another box topper. So double our chances, double our pleasure of pulling that, Balance Tomb or some other good card out there. Who knows what we'll find. So this is still the time of set boosters. Obviously before the time of play boosters, which is probably a good thing. I'm pulling them out all year, but I can't help it. It's just the way it goes. Alright, we'll set that aside and we'll start opening some packs and making some piles and see what we can do. So this time it's still multiple rares, like I said, and you still got lists. And when the list was still, 1 in 4. So hopefully we'll get a few decent list pulls today. Hopefully I can get into these packs. So far, I'm struggling. And let's see, what kind of print? Oh, okay, printed in Japan. So that means all the action will be up front. So here we go with our list pool. So right off the bat with the list, we're gonna play the game here. All right, and we're gonna start off with Smaug, the Morgul Lieutenant, and a few other uncommons, which I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with, as per normal. And then or the commons or the uncommons or the art cards or any of this other stuff. So there we go with our first list pull. Is from one of the Urza sets. This is Brand. Yeah, it is a rare. Okay, I was trying to... That's interesting. Alright, and then our first foil is an uncommon, Shadowfax. And then we have Shelob. Great in little spider decks and insect decks. Okay, Lash of the Balrog. And March from the Black Gate. Alright, so first one, we got a listed and, not a bad rare. Just one in there, but a pretty decent one. Shelob is actually a pretty decent card. A buddy of mine has a really good spider deck that he has that just has Shelob in it. It slays. I mean, what else can you say about it? So, there we go. Some commons, some uncommons. Swamp to another art card. Family of Hobbits. Okay, another list rare, so that's 2 in a row. Boom, boom. There we go. That's an interesting little enchant creature there. And then our foil common, and then, okay, our first mythic already, the Palantir of Orthanc, which is a really good mythic. I'll definitely take that. Before we get into Faramir, which is actually a decent uncommon. He makes he's pretty good if you play him in a soldier deck. So a lot of fun. I have him actually in my little soldier deck. Alright, so I guess we got a token this time, or an army token. Alright, here we go with the quick beam. Not as many uncommons this time, so I'm going to get a few more commons in this one. Plains. We have Legolas, the counter of kills in the foil, and then our rare is Aylmer, the Marshal of Rohan, and straight to another common with Pippin's Bravery and some Intish Restoration. Can you imagine if they come and did some restoration at your house? That would be pretty cool. I think they would do a good job. It would take a while, but I think they would do a good job. Alright, food token there. And then we have our buddy Gimli, the counter of kills, not to be outdone by Legolas. I'm going to see if I can churn and burn through this. I don't have a good record on that. Alright, we got War of the Last Alliance. And then a couple uncommons there. You know, this set, I mean, obviously the whole fantasy element of it falls within, you know, the scope of D&D, right? Oh, there's a Smaug token. And wizards and magic and all that kind of stuff, the whole idea of, you know, the fantasy element, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. So it makes sense, and I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I've read it a couple times. If you've never had a chance to read it, you should do that at some point. I'd take one of those right there. That one would be okay. It's not going to happen in this particular kind of box, but that'd be okay. Alright, so Galadriel of Lothlorien. And another rare. Okay, it's our first double rare pack with Pippin, the Guard of the Citadel, and the Extended, or the Borderless, or whatever they call it, and then some decent bats. I forgot about this card. I wonder if that would be... Oh yeah. That would be fun in the bat deck. I know with the... and I don't know if there's any Duskmourn bats. That's a good question. If anybody knows offhand, drop me a comment. I know with the Bloomburrow, you could make a pretty good bat tribal deck. That was a lot of fun. So I'd kind of forgotten about that one. The Mirkwood bat one being such a good card. All right, here we go. With the Frodo Baggins and the foil into our Mythic. Alright, last March of the Ents. Very good Mythic, and a rare with the Ring Wraith. Okay, and an uncommon with Prince Emeril. And I forgot about the Nazgul in here. I haven't been paying super close attention to... I don't think I pulled one. I think I would have noticed if I'd have gotten a Nazgul, but I did kind of forget about them until literally just this second when I pulled the Ring Wraith. Which is a bunch of Nazgul, so, you know, there is that. We're going to keep churning and burning here with a food token and who knows what else. With Old Bad Willow, as everybody does, because you can't help yourself. You know, some songs just ring throughout, right? Alright, there's our buddy Samwise. And a rare, we got Frodo, Sauron's Bane, and then the Oliphant, and then Denethor, who is not a Nazgul, although he is quite tainted by the Palantir. Alright, there's the Ring Temps token, and what else can you say, but it sure does. Okay, the Mordor Trebuchet. I've only gotten planes. It seems, I swear to you, I've only gotten planes out of all the lands I've gotten. Alright, so here we go into our rare, which is Shagrat, which is what they call somebody who, you know, gets around. Not really. There's a Nazgul. Alright, there's our first Nazgul. So maybe I'll put them in there on the last one. I could use a whole set. Oh, and the Quick Beam, the Upstart Ent. He's an upstart. Alright, so we'll stick you in your own little pile. So here we go, we're doing pretty good. We're getting down to somewhere around the first pile. I just made such a mess of my card stacks. It's hard to see where we're at, but see if we can get us a set of Nazgul. That would be alright. I would not complain about that. And I've definitely needed some more Lord of the Rings cards. Speaking of Nazgul, there's a Nazgul right there. And Fear, Fire, and Foes into our next rare, which is Horn of the Mark. Which is not the better of the horns. Not the better of the horns. And there's the Barrow Blade. Which is a cool little part in the story. Where they get the weapons from the first stage. Oh, let's go on the list card here. Alright. So here we go. Shadow Summoning, Theoden, Samwise, the Tail. Then Schwamp. There we go. Something different, right? Alright, and then we got from Kaldheim, Path to the World Tree. Too funny. Alright, going into our common foil and into our rare, which is Gandalf the Grey. Thank Gandalf. He needs to pick sides, right? Quit being gray. There's the Voracious Fell Beast and Rising of the Day. What do you guys think so far? Is it alright? Is it mid? Oh, maybe another thingy here. Another list card. There's some Gandalf action. Not as many this time, huh? Alright, there's a foil island. There we go. Okay, from Plane Chase, we got the Doomsday Spectre. Rare. And then our next rare, we got the Flame of Anor, which is, you know, not bad for a our foil rare there. Into a next rare, which is Goldberry. Thick thighs herself. Thick thighs save lives. Alright, Nasty End and the Gift of Strands. Right, last one out of this shorter of the two piles here. I think we're doing okay time-wise. Could probably turn and burn a little quicker, but, you know, I'm doing the best I can do with this. So, you know, how did you do with this set? Did you spend a small fortune trying to find the One Ring? Looking for it before you could, you know, give it to, or I guess, sell it to, what's his name? Posty? Alright, there's Aragorn in our borderless foil. Probably not the best one in the world, but there you go. You get what you get, right? There's the Doors of Durin, and our uncommon is Legolas and the Horses of Brunn. Nice little horsies. Oh, my buddy D-Hart has a horse deck that he plays, which is also pretty nasty. Speaking of horses, making me think of that. It's got some... It has other stuff in it too, but that's kind of the idea. How's it going up? Gotham again, though, is to get those horses out. Indestructible horses that like produce more horses. It's like horseception. Alright, another mythic with Spiteful Banditry. So the red meat hook, and then we got the Greyhaven and the Mouth of Sauron, which is so just like in the movie is just nasty. Like he's like freaky looking. I don't know if you saw any of the Peter Jackson movies, but the Mouth of Sauron in those is pretty creepy. They did a good job with that. Yeah, let me know. Do you like the movies? Are you like disappointed in the movies, the Peter Jackson movies, because maybe they left out, you know, the stuff with Tom Bombadil or any that kind of stuff? All right, we got Smeagol. Good old Smeagol, and that's like all we're going for in this one here. And then the Stern Scolding. Stay off my lawn, you hobbits. Maybe that's not quite the Stern Scolding you got, but, you know. Alright, Grima. Éomer. Could use another Nazgul. I think I'm a little overdue for one. I'll definitely take another Nazgul. There's the mini partings, and we're going to roll into our rare, which is the Horn of Gondor. Okay, there's the better horn right there. So there's the good horn, and then we have Elrond and Saruman's Trickery. Have any of you guys got any poster cards out of this set? Like, I obviously have to open the Christmas set or whatever it was called, the re-released set, which I really enjoyed. Like, I didn't know the artwork was going to be that cool. That was a fantastic set. That was a great idea. And even up until somewhat recently, I was able to get one of those, the gift boxes, you know, with the one pack, you know, the collector pack of that in there. And I've actually been able to pull a couple, here we go, here's our list card, is Gather Courage from, it's like M15. I've actually been able to pull a couple poster cards, nothing, you know, super crazy, but I'll take it. Oh, there's the Instance Restorers again, and our rare is the Lost Isle Calling, I think I got this as a poster. Oh, here we go, with Smeagol again in the extended. To go with my other Smeagol right there in the non-extended. So, rolling right along here, some hits. I would definitely take a One Ring. I wish that's the, out of these, you know, set boosters, other than some of these good list hits. You're always looking for the One Ring. We're still looking for the Nazgul. We're looking for the Orcish archers. So there's some hits in here. There's Lothlorien. Okay, and then our rare, we have a Scroll of Isildur. And then many partings and Saruman the White. Before he got messed up by the Palantirs. This Palantirs are bad business, man. Bad business. Oh, there's a trash card. With a mini game on it. There's Grond. Some Dunedain. There's the non-extended art, Nasty End, and yet another Plains. Here we go. Shadow Summoning into our rare, which is the Mithril Coat. Alright. Take that. That's a good hit right there. Good old Mithril Coat. And then the Shire Sheriff and Grishnach, which is just fun to say. We're rolling right through here. Still waiting on some orcs. Not just Gothmog, but some good orcs. And then another trash card there. Take a One Ring, obviously. Fiery Inscription is a decent card. Alright, and then some stuff and some things and another Plains. Alright, and the Uruk-hai Berserker into our rare, which is a Isildur's Fateful Strike. Okay, and the Elvish Mariner and the Dunlun Creebane. Alright. Shift things over here just a little bit. We're still at 3 mythics, so we should still have a handful of mythics, which is a good thing. Like I said, it's time for another Nazgul. Alright, there's Gollum the Patient Plotter in our rare. We've got Elrond, the Master of Healing. And the Storm of Saruman. Alright, there's another mythic. And the Borderless mythic. Oh, wow, back to back. No, that's uncommon. My bad. The Storm of Saruman for our 4th mythic in the Borderless there. I got Arwen is one of my posters, and then I got a shiny one. And it may have been the Creature of the Deep or whatever. I'm trying to remember. You'd think I'd remember, but it didn't. It didn't stick. Alright. Wizard's Rocket. Quarrels in and into our rare here, which is Faramir, Prince of Ithilien, and that's it for this one. And we're getting down to about the last 10 or so. It's kind of stalled out here. I'd like for it to pick up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Be a little more interesting. Starting to get some of that good old repetition here. Alright, I got Mahar. Mythic. Alright. Oh, the Witch King. Alright. Well, there's our Witch King friend, and then our extended art Gothmog, and then another Aomer. Oops. Alright, so getting up to 5 mythics now, so come on now. Give me that One Ring. Make a little bit of money. Make a little bit of money, right? And by money, I mean I'm going to sit on these cards and never sell them, so, you know, there's that piece of it, too. Since I've been playing since 93, and I have most of my cards, even though I was not playing hardcore back then. I mean, I was, but just with what I had. Alright, another rare is Legolas, the Master Archer. Followed by a common with the Oliphant and then Gollum, who's patiently plotting. But is he, though? Is he really patiently plotting? Doesn't seem super patient about it. Alright, we got another list hit here with the Grishnach and Strider and Eowyn. Alright, and then our island here in the desert. Alright, that's cool. This was one of my box toppers out of this set, actually, was a desert. I believe it's out of this set. So, not a bad one. This is actually a pretty decent one. And then our uncommon Barrow Blade into our rare, which is another Flame of Aenor. And a common Knights of Dolan. I haven't pulled that one yet, which is surprising. I usually pull quite a few of those Knights of Dolanroth. But I believe that's one of my first ones too. Looks like another list hit. Alright. Grond again, Faramir, Dunedain. Does anybody ever want to eat that Limbus? Like, you know, just to see. Because in the movie or, you know, in the book they talk about how it can feed you for a while and that sort of thing. Okay, Alpine Moon. That's interesting. That's an interesting card. Okay, and then a foil rare with the Fall of Care Andros. Okay, and then our next rare is Display of Power. And then our next rare is Sauron the Necromancer. And then Samwise. Okay, well, full of rares that time, so we had a full pack. Nothing super crazy in there. I would have liked to have had, 4 mythics, but it is what it is. Or a couple good ones, or the orcs. But, it is. I'm happy with this. I would actually have been looking forward to opening this. I've been just kind of sitting on it for a few days. Nothing crazy or anything. Alright, there's the East Mark Cavalier into our Call of the Ring. Certainly gotten out. Okay, here we go. Alright, Sauron, Lord of the Rings from the Commander. So here's our Commander Mythic. And those Creebane again. Alright, should have one more Mythic in there. We got just a few packs left. I think we're down to our last 4 or 5 here. Come on, give me a big hit. You need a big one. I need a 1 ring. I need some Bowmasters. Let's see. Another Nazgul or 2. Swamp, Oliphant. Alright, and we're going to get Samwise Gamgee and his family. Alright. Another Gandalf, and here down to our last 3 here. Some food token. Spider food. Alright. Great Hall. Gimli's Axe. Into another Mythic with Mount Doom. Okay, alright. Alright, not a super bad Mythic. I will definitely take that. And then a couple of those. A couple more here. Couple more. Let's see. Alright, got another list hit here. Grey Havens. Alright, list with the Priest of Titania. That's funny. That's been printed a couple times recently. Reprieve. Into our rare is the Mines of Moria. And our next rare is the Shire. Okay, and a borderless Shire. And then Peregrine Duke. Alright, here we go. Last chance for romance here. You can get my 1 ring and my Bowmasters in this 1 pack. I'll be alright. We'll be in good shape. And let's see, 1 more Nazgul for the road. Getting a taste of that orcish medicine at the moment. There's Hidden Hobbit Sting. Okay, here we go. Rare, we got Lobella. And that's going to do it. Alright, so we got Rosie Cotton. And we got Glorfindel. Okay, so we got a couple here. Let's see what we can pull out of our first one. And I believe this is the one out of this box. So no big hits today. We got 6 mythics in our whatchamacallit mythic. So let's see. Alright, we got Isengard or Beseju. Okay, so that's interesting hit there. And then our true last chance for romance, our last hoorah here. So shiny, and we have the Dead Marches with Urborg, which I actually have this one already, so now I have 2 copies. Alright, so there you have it. So nothing super crazy, no super giant hits or anything today, a lot of mid stuff. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I've really needed to kind of get more of this product. Like I said, I had just kind of a smattering of a collection. So I'm happy to have it. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. Give me a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. Let me comment. Let me know what you really think. Till next time.